Which one is more important, manners or education? This is the topic of our group discussion. So, let's start.
So in my opinion, education is very much needed, but manner is much more needed than, because I want to explain it with an example. If a person is very much educated, he has many degree with him, but he behave with other persons very roughly and arrogant manner, then people will after a time people will angry with him and try to avoid him. So, but if a person is not educated, but he is a well-mannered person, then people want to talk with him. So, I think manner is much more needed than education. So that's it.
So in my opinion, education is very much important, but manner is more important than education. I want to say with an example that if we behave with anyone, that maybe he or she, with a good manner in his travel to solve that problem, we don't need education. We have to be our manner there. So manner is very much important.
In my opinion, education is important, but manner is more important in our life, because good manners make our personality. Many parents think good manners means saying simply thank you, please, okay, etc. But it's not true. Manners is a really good behavior. That's all.
So, in my opinion, manners is most important, because manners is such a thing. It makes our personality and our also our attitude. And if you are an uneducated person, so you don't stand anywhere. But if you are an educated person and you don't know how to behave with others and how to respect others, so there is no use such kind of education. So manners is basically how you treat others. So you use your education in your positive way. Education is also needed in our life, and it is used when manners is there. So manners is most important.
Okay, let me tell. At first, what is education? Education is to learning the books. Education is to know what is written in our books actually. And what is manners? Manners is discipline. When we do anything with discipline and we do practically what we learn from education, that is called manners. So as we know that if we focus on education, we may not learn manners, we may not learn discipline. But if we focus on manners, we can also learn education from it. And in life, without discipline, our life is nothing but a zero actually. We can't success in our life without any discipline. Education can education can bring you too much degree. But what is the use of those degrees if we don't know any discipline? No company will give you any job if we don't know any discipline, if we don't know any manners. So in my opinion, education is important, but manners is more important to get success in our life.
I think I can't just simply say that manners is more important than education, because I think good education also helps us to build good manners. But it is also not necessary that a literate person is well mannered but the illiterate person are not. That's not the case, because I think it depends upon one's individual nature. If an educated person doesn't build up the good manners, I think it's their own fault, or maybe he or she brought up in an environment where he or she doesn't get the chance to learn good manners. So, in other words, if any illiterate person is brought up in a good environment, they can also learn some good manners. So, if we say that manners is more important than education, then we must say that we can't just learn from books and we will be well mannered. We have to also learn from lives also. That's it.
I agree with you. education is important, but if you have no manner, then there is no value of education. Like a person who work in a corporate office, but he doesn't know how to behave with his colleague and with his boss. So there is no value of his, because it is create his own identity. Like a man who telling lie every time, no one trusted him, because his image is created by itself. Just that his all word is lie. Like a blind person who can't cross the road and everyone watching it, but no one helped him. But a little boy, he came around, came towards, and he helped the old blind guy to cross the road. In a crowd bus, a sick person standing on the bus and the healthy person sitting in the seat, but no one helped him to sitting in his place. So there is no good manner. What is good manner?
So in my life, I've seen many poor people, uneducated people have good manners, and in other hands, some of the rich and educated people show us some manner that we are not expected from them. We do always expect from educated person that they have always they should have good manner, good gesture to approach. But usually, what we see that when they got the power, when they got the education, the money they need, they become more arrogant. That reflects on their manners. So I do believe that manners or the discipline comes from the way of life, the life the one lives. And some pupils sell their products. They also shows us good manners, good discipline, and that what makes a man human. And but does that mean that education makes everyone mannerless? No, manners comes from one's family. If one gives good lessons from the childhood one, the person or the kid will get a disciplined and mannerful guy in future. And education is just like a other side of the coin that refers manners. Education is so needed for a person to know where and when to show the manners and what the actual manner is, and that's it.
Most people are educated, but they are not totally mannered. But education without manners and manners without education are waste.
Education and the manner both are very important, and both are directly equivalent with each other and proportional to each other. But if we see the today's world, then we will see that education is more important than manners, because I can give you an example that if I had gone to a doctor's chamber, the doctor always behave very simply and very politely with the patient, but he have not studied that much that he can cure my problem. He can cure my problem. Then his politeness or his good manner will not be a matter for me and will not be a medicine for me. So in this case, the education is important, and I want to add that education manners comes from the education.
So you have told very nicely. We are comparing between manners and education, but we are forgetting the first lesson of education is manners. First chapter of education is manners. That we are forgetting. Manners is the first step to discipline, and discipline is the first step to education. If you don't know discipline, if you don't know how to behave, nobody will give you entry. If you don't get entry, then how you will express your education? Education is not written in your body. Education is not written that in your dress that you are qualified, you are BCom, MCom, MSc, gold medalist. It is not written in your dress. You are not roaming here and there holding up the banners that I am educated, I am educated. So how it will come first? First impression is manner. Your manner will tell that you are really educated. If you are really educated, then you will get chance to express yourself that you are qualified, you are having degree. Understand? Suppose you are a good singer, you are going to TV audition and there is a discipline, there is a decorum, there is etiquette, there is uniform pattern, everything is there, but you are not maintaining, you just gone there. You will be expelled, you will be driven out from there. They will not definitely going to, they will not see that you are a good singer. You will get first position here. You will not get chance. So definitely, after birth, mother is called our best teacher. Mother is teaching us about our manners, how to behave with the person, how to walk through the road, how to talk to the stranger, how to respect your teachers and elders. Everything is being taught by mother. That is the basic education before coming to school. So if you don't get the basic education, then the further education which you will get, there will be meaningless. So manners and education, manners is added to education, then you will be. If manners is added to education, then you will be the real educated person. So comparison is meaningless. Manners is included in your education and it is in the first chapter. But we are giving more preference manners. Why? Without manners you will not get chance to express your education. Thank you very much.